everybody. Now we're going to look at some depth of customer experience. We're going to start adding some value in terms of how you think and look at your business. The first thing to consider is everything that we're going to talk about should be about the customer, not yourself. And it's an important point because sometimes people get stuck on talking about things that matter to them rather than things that matter to the customer.
Yeah, and the other thing to think about is that your opportunity for an interaction, to give an experience, isn't just when you're dealing with people directly. It's that throughout. It's before they come into your business. It's when they're on your website. It's actually when you're delivering the service. So it comes throughout, and people are very often quite quick and judgmental, and they will take up your experience at any one of these points. So you've got to be sure you're giving it to them in the way that they want it and the way that's going to keep them and effectively make the sale, right?
Yeah. A good way to think about it is when you meet somebody, you judge them within the first few seconds. You make some judgment calls about them. Your customer experience works in the same way. It's just that people are judging you on different mediums. So let's have a look.
Yeah, we've got artistic here on the whiteboard, and we're just going to go around and just really focusing on some of the things you want to think about for adding that great customer experience. Marty, do you want to take us around the first lot?
Yeah, so first of all you want to think about the email and the structure of your email. Not everybody thinks about this. Now, particularly for small businesses out there, my personal point of view is that one of the big unique selling points that you've got is the fact that you are a small business. So I'm not really a fan of the info@ email addresses. I think you should personalise it. And I know a lot of small businesses actually use the info@ address as their kind of main interaction. I think you can personalise it. That's what's great about you. You're a small business. People are going to know who you're going to deal with. Your info@ your inquire here and stuff, that's for big companies. That's for call centres.
Yeah. So taking phone now. Actually, I got a call the other day from a company who wants to sell me insurance, and they tried a scare tactic on me. Like, please ring, it's urgent, you must get back to us. This is really, you're going to fail if you don't do this.
Yeah.
And to me, that's just sort of, whoa, no, I'm not going to respond to that. You're not telling me why I should buy your service. You're not being friendly. You're trying to scare me into something. I thought, well, I'm really not going to take up your service. It's not a good. It's not giving me a good experience. You're trying to worry me into just buying.
Scare me. Yeah. The other great thing to think about with phone numbers is that if you're a local business, show that you're local. So use an actual local phone number. There's a lot of confusion in the market about 0844 numbers, 0845. People don't know where they are. They don't know how much they cost. There's a little bit of confusion. So use the fact that you are a local business by having a local phone number.
Yeah. Okay. So over here we've got live. So you in person. How you come across? Do you want to be all sort of dour and sour, or do you want to come across as someone that people want to get to know, get to interact with, and for a lot of people, especially small businesses, you are the business. Your personality is what gets you the business, and that's so important to get across.
I mean, it's just having standards of interaction, right? Jonathan London, who's a friend of Thinkit, you can see some of his stuff on Thinkit TV. He always talks about that every day you need to find that something inside yourself that is not going to reflect your mood. So everybody has good days, everyone has bad days. But a professional standard is always finding that thing inside yourself so that you're interacting at this level all the time. So it's a good interaction, it's a smiley, happy, friendly kind of interaction, no matter what's going on in your life. Not an easy thing to do, but you can train your mind to do that kind of thing.
We've got a few other areas here. You've got your website, and actually got the words you use as well. Now, the words you use throughout, a good example on your website, because it's what you're telling people. It's giving them that experience of drawing them in emotionally, not being very dry and boring. Here is my service. This is A, B, and C. But it's actually, this is why you're going to love. This is what you're going to get out. This is what you're going to achieve doing.
Yeah, I mean, every product and service has an emotional attachment to it. Even if it's a very dry service, you can still talk to the benefits of what somebody's going to feel, what they're going to get by interacting with you. And that works into all the words as Si mentioned, and you can start linking them together. On the social media side of things, like take your Thinkit profile, is it saying what you can help people with, what you're there to do, what you're there to do as a service for them? Or is it just saying, this is our business, make your mind up? Because lots of people it's a kind of business listing mentality.
Help them out. Tell them exactly what you're going to do to actually benefit them, make them just give them the link. Don't actually leave them waiting, wondering what to do. Help them out. Give them the information they need to make that conscious, that emotional decision that they're going to want to get to know you. And if you can do that, if you can help people being social, if you can interact with them, especially on ThinkIt, that's the first customer experience, and that's lasting as well throughout your entire kind of sales relationship.
And this works, the components that we're talking about, the words that you use, how friendly you are, how engaging you are, works in every aspect. It all comes together. I mean, you can take the website side of things and think about, is my phone number in the top right hand side of my website? Because Google heat maps tell us that that's where people look first and foremost. So is my email there? Is it prominent? Is my website prominent? Am I front and centre grabbing people's attention with the content and words that I do relative to benefits? And it all starts to link together. But Si was talking to me earlier, which I thought was really interesting, when he was saying about customer experience. It's not just when somebody's decided to buy, it's pre, it's during, and it's post as well, right?
So we're going to give you a lot of information, but actually have a look at your business. Take a step back and look at the entire process. Have a think about some of these categories and just start to think, do I do a great customer experience? If not, what can I make better?
Yeah. Is it about the customer or is it about you? If it's about you, then you need to make subtle changes to it to improve it.